BBC says worst night so far in Beirut as Israel carries out more strikes in Lebanon. Israel carried out several strikes on the southern suburbs of Beirut overnight in what our correspondent BBC in Lebanon describes as being the worst night of attacks. A large firewall was seen rising over the skyline of Lebanon's capital. The Israeli military had earlier warned people in the southern suburb to evacuate. Elsewhere, the IDF says 30 rockets fired by Hezbollah overnight fell in mainly evacuated areas of northern Ireland. In northern Israel, forced to take cover as number of aerial targets launched from Lebanon intercepted. IDF says an update from the Israeli Defense Forces issued within the last hour says the Israeli Air Force intercepted a number of aerial targets launched from Lebanese territory overnight. The post on X says the targets did not cross into Israeli territory, but that alerts were issued due to the risk of fragments they were falling from the sky. Followed warnings that have been issued in the western Galilee area. In a separate update from earlier, the IDF said an Israeli Navy missile ship intercepted 2 drones that had been launched from the east in the Mediterranean Sea, while the Air Force intercepted one unmanned aerial device in the maritime area of the coast of Gush Dan, also launched from the east. No casualties were reported in either case, it added. The video footage shows a large fireball rising above Lebanon's capital overnight, following another strike on the capital. Reports suggest it may have hit a petrol station. Gaza's Hamas-run civil defense agency says 21 killed in Israeli strike. Meanwhile, in Gaza, the Hamas-run civil defense agency, it says an Israeli strike hit a mosque that is serving as a shelter, killed at least 21 people. The mosque was located in Deir al-Balah in central Gaza with the Israeli military. It said the target had been Hamas militants. The update from the Israeli Defense Forces issued in the early hours of the morning further references an attack on a former school in the same area. It says both facilities had been command and control centers used by Hamas and that steps were taken in both cases to minimize chances of civil casualties. Last night, viewing from my balcony and almost 2 hours after the airstrikes on a location in the southern suburbs of Beirut, I could still see flashes and sparks every few seconds from there. Some open sources and weapons experts on X suggest this was a weapon depot petrol station. The Israeli Defense Forces said it has carried out attacks on targets they were belonging to Hezbollah. In the video app recorded from the moment of big secondary explosion, lots of traces visibly can be seen. It's like giant fireworks. Overnight, Israel's continued to hit Lebanon in the capital Beirut. A huge orange fire lit up the sky after a massive explosion with some speculation a fuel depot or petrol station could have been hit. Israel says it's now struck more than 2,000 Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon, and the Iranian-backed militia group continues to fire back. Israel carries out strikes on Beirut's Hezbollah fires rockets across the border. Large explosions have again rocked the southern suburbs of Beirut. It followed another day of Israeli strikes on Lebanon. Lebanese media described the blast as very violent. They said ambulances rushed to affected sites. The border between Israel and Lebanon, it remains tense. With the Israeli military, it reported 30 rockets have been fired into the north of the country by Hezbollah. The Israeli Defense Forces said those rockets had been launched into mainly evacuated areas. Elsewhere in the Middle East region, Israeli fighter jets have struck a mosque in Deir al-Balah in central Gaza. It killed at least 21 people, according to a Palestinian media report. Israel's military said Hamas was doing the compound near the Al-Aqsa Hospital as a command and control center. The eyewitness said it was housing displaced people. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.